How you guys doing? I'm Andy, Money Soldiers Trades.
And I'm Sarah.
And yesterday we went from positive 22% on our account down to 6.5% for the month.
Yes.
And it doesn't end there. No. We're just barely, 0.1% on the account right now, something like that. Mm-hmm. So only 10% of our profit target today. Mm-hmm. And definitely hit bad yesterday. Sometimes I'll get a basket and I will offset the losses in some with others that are doing well. And it turns out this month, I decided that I was going to get a bunch of garbage and then get more garbage and add more garbage and pretty much put myself into a lot of different fights. Usually what I'll do is I'll have myself in one fight and then I'll have a bunch of other better stocks that can, offset the fight. But this time I decided to let's get in like 10 fights. Anyways, I decided I was going to get out of that risk. It wasn't worth it. Closing positive on the month is much better than closing red on the month.
Right.
And so we are done with that. Moving on. All capital, all cash.
Right.
Yeah, just a couple of trades today. BCRX, CAPR.
Yeah, that's it for today.
And they both had news, right?
Yeah, BCRX did have news. At first, it was what started moving with GILD, and then it came out with news a little later that they made intraday highs as traders are circulating that JMP research note highlighting expect BCRX shares to trade up on the
remdesivir.
Remdesivir, which is the GILD drug, right? And then GILD came out with news today on that, and then an updated that JMP reiterates market outperform rating with a $10 price target on BCRX, and that's pretty good news. I
doubt we'll be seeing that anytime soon.
Probably not.
GILD, halted on a news pending.
Yeah.
Opens up, spikes up a tiny bit, pulls down. In fact, I don't even think it really spiked up. Thing just crashed down anyways, and continued to crash down the entire day. Nearly filled the entire gap. So, one thing is, let's halt, gap up, nobody can get on that.
Yeah, it made a new high today with that gap, didn't it? I'm not sure, but I think it did.
I don't know if it made a new high because I haven't looked at it on the daily yet. But, from what I see on the 15-minute, it's just a bunch of garbage. Definitely not something to be buying up. Well, is anything really to be bought that high, though, gapped up?
Yeah, I guess you buy something that high, you can expect it to pull back for sure. And it can pull back far.
I mean, and the thing is, I was saying today, like these penny stocks, get this news, and we expect it all to happen in one day. We look at these stocks, these penny stocks, where we're used to seeing stocks ripping 100 and 300, 400%, even more, 2,400% just the other week, And you see that, and then all of a sudden you see really great news on one stock, and you're like, it has to jump today. Well, no, it doesn't, actually. I've been in so many lately, THMO, GNMK, or GMMK, something like that, Genmark. A lot of these stocks, they get great news or okay news, whatever it is, they spike up just to get somebody in there. They crash down below the open. They try to basically destroy anybody in their position. And then once there's crickets, once everybody's out, pop up. If there's somebody in there, which has been me, like on GNMK, for example, if somebody's there, come back to your number, pop back down. Mm-hmm. Come back to your number the next day, pop back down. There's several days this process can go on for, and if they wanted to, they could even go for round 2 of going down even further before they spike up to new highs.
Right.
And as you know, for both of those stocks, they spiked. It was a really great thesis on my part for those trades. Just the timing wasn't there, or the patience wasn't there, whatever it is. I'm not willing to really put up with all that abuse for that amount of time. I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of these algos, market makers, whatever it is that's getting these stocks to their destination, the bus drivers. Whatever the bus drivers are doing over here, we got to look out for these things. So best not to trade the worm. If you trade the worm, you're bound to be the catch of the day.
Yes.
So, so instead, let's buy the trick. And I'm not telling you guys what to do, but I'm just saying.
Don't buy the top, buy the drop.
Yeah, don't buy the top, buy the drop. Exactly.
I'm sorry. I cracked myself up.
You correct yourself. So good times. Definitely, I'm gonna have to change up my trading for what's going on. The new algos, they popped in there. Obviously, they didn't kick them all in, and they're just trying them out here and there. Summertime too. I believe summertime they try out all of their crazy algos. All the algos. I think when they're hiring their new algo guy, I think that they actually put him to work in the summer. That way, we can see how this works when there's not so many eyes on the market.
Yeah.
when it's a little slower. It's a good time to really take advantage of people and drop stocks far below opens after spiking. No, I'm kidding, guys. Well, actually, I'm kind of not kidding. I mean, the stock market is one of the most, or if not the most manipulated place on the planet, it seems. You know, Pennyland especially. And people say pre-market. I find that a lot of times they wait just for the guys that are afraid to trade pre-market and then drop on them at the open.
Yeah, that's why, you know, some people wait 15 minutes before they trade after open just because of that.
Oh my.
Volatility.
Some people have rules. I don't trade during earnings. Some people have rules. I don't trade the first 15 minutes, the first 30 minutes. I don't trade pre-market. You know, I don't trade on margin. There's a lot of rules. A lot of people have some crazy rules, and it's like, you know what? If there's an opportunity, I'm trading it. I'm not afraid to trade anything. I'm not afraid to trade the open. If I can't control my trading, you know, if I can't control myself in any environment, then I shouldn't be here, because these things can happen at any time to any stock. Yeah. I want to know what can happen to me. I want to be there for the fight, you know?
Yeah. I think that traders can find their sweet spot in the market.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's the whole point here, is that we're all trying to find our sweet spot. And the problem is, I think for me, for example, you know, I get a little comfortable in my sweet spot. And next thing I know, new algos are thrown out there, new seasons upon us, new weather in the market, you know, and I'm still trying to trade that sweet spot that doesn't exist. That would be like me trying to ice fish in the middle of summer. You know, it just doesn't work out.
No.
Or, you know, I can't take my boat out there and fish on my boat in the middle of the lake when there's ice. Same thing.
Right.
A lot of fishing references today.
Yeah.
2.
Fishing.
We can count.
Well, no, 3.
Oh.
Trade the worm, you're bound to be the catch of the day.
Exactly. So 3. Exactly. But with that, only a couple of stocks traded today.
Yeah.
And we're fresh, we're new, we're ready to go. And obviously, I'm reassessing my strategy. I'm looking at this market and I'm figuring out what they're doing at the moment. And I'm going to start trading according to that, rather than trading according to what I think or want the stocks to do.
You got to be able to change with, you know, the flow of the market.
So might be a lot more patient, following things down, looking for exhaustion in these next coming months, and even.
Yeah.
And will I be afraid and not want to trade what I typically trade? Probably not. I probably still trade anything that I would normally trade. I'm just going to trade in much smaller positions for those trades. And I'm going to trade my bigger positions in places that I know that there's exhaustion, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to just choose the first shelf or the second shelf and say, okay, this is it, put my money in there.
Right.
No, I'm going to wait for actual exhaustion. I'm going to wait for this thing to give up, you know, what it's got going on first.
Yeah.
Because I've said it many times, penny stocks and a lot of stocks, preloaded with downside for you.
Yeah.
That's how stocks trade. When you're looking at the charts and you're wondering, what makes the stock move? A lot of buyers are moving this one up. A lot of sellers are moving this one down. No. A lot of rich people, traders, companies, firms, are trading this down when the retailers are trying to trade it up. Mm-hmm. So I'm a firm, and I'm looking out for retail traders. I have scans, and my scans and alerts are, where are you guys going? Mm-hmm. You know, if I'm that guy, I'm not that guy, guys.
Right.
You know, and wherever you guys are going, that's where me, the institutional big dog trader, whatever, top dog, that's where I'm going to slap my cash, and I'm going to push that thing down. And then I'm going to get myself a much better price also in the process.
Right.
So it's like, you know, the guy with the money, or what do they say, the one with the gold makes the rules or something, you know?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, well, unfortunately in the market that is the case. The person with the gold gets to decide when these things go, where they go, how long they go, and just, you know, a bus driver doesn't drive. It's kind of like in the Army, when I first joined the Army, instead of flying straight to basic training, they flew me like out west first, then to the Midwest, and then all the way back east. And it's like, you know, this is not at all making sense to me, but, you know, spending a lot more time on planes. I guess it was a cheaper ticket to fly way out there than there. You know?
It doesn't make, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
But with trading, that's the point. We don't care what makes sense. We trade what's in the chart. We trade the price action. We do not trade the news. We do not trade the idea. The idea and the news is just the catalyst. It's the thing that gets us sniffing over there, you know?
Right.
And that's it. So thanks, guys. If you like this jumbled mess of whatever I was just saying, click the like button.
See you later. Hi, I'm Sarah with Mighty Soldiers Trades. We really appreciate your support. If you like that video, please like and subscribe. Thanks.